All right, I guess we'll call this meeting to order of the Groveland Zoning Board of Appeals on April 6th at 7:30 PM. Good evening, everybody. Today we have with us John Stokes
Brad Legals.
Jason Naves.
and myself, Chris Goodwin. And we have Rebecca Oldham here with us somewhere. She should be right back. All right, so first item on the agenda we have today, appointment of a new chairman. So our prior chairman, Jason Norman, has resigned from the board due to him moving from the town. That's left the position vacant. And we want to thank him for his service, for sure. So I will open this up to the committee for discussion about our new chairman.
Okay.
I'll nominate Chris. I'll second that.
I'll third it.
All right, seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. All right, the ayes have it. Thank you. All right, moving on. Next on the agenda is a request for waiving of the filing fee. So the applicant for the next item agenda has requested that the public hearing reduction waiver fee is associated with the variance. So would you like to stand up and state your case?
Sure, yeah, it's kind of actually, this is gonna go hand in hand with the next
Sure.
item on the agenda, but yeah, I was requesting either, a reduction or I'm not asking to eliminate it, but I guess a reduction because of what I'm doing as far as what I submitted. It's basically a proposal just to put a shed. I'm not building on my property, we're not putting an addition up, any of that. It's just literally putting a shed on my property. So I didn't know if that fee could be reduced or waived because of the, how minimal it is.
What is our fees?
It was $400,
That's too much.
I believe, right? 400? Yes.
Is it the same for an addition or a garage or?
We have a flat fee of $400. We have a flat fee of $400.
Okay.
All right. Since there is no one here else for public comment, I guess we'll open it up for board discussion.
Let me ask the applicant, what size is the shed?
It's gonna be less than 200 square feet, according to the town bylaws. It's actually gonna be 180 square feet. It's gonna be 10 by 16. Oh, I'm sorry, 160. Nope, you're right.
Not a problem.
Thanks, John.
I don't have a problem reducing it. Can we do that? Is that all right?
Yeah, I don't know if we're able to reduce the fee.
All right? I should
Can we
think
reduce it?
We are.
You are able to do that, yeah.
Because you're gonna be paying a fee to the building inspector anyway, right?
That's correct. Yeah, building inspector, the conservation committee, I've already paid, for the public hearing notices.
Yeah.
So it's amounted to a pretty significant
Yeah.
amount of money already.
Amy, what's the fee for conservation?
They're filing for a GRDA, which is $100. But then there was the certified return receipts. I saw you have the green slips.
I do, yes. You want,
Yes, please.
uh,
And then also, me, please. Thank you. Perfect. No, this is perfect. Thank you. So these come with a cost as well as the filing of a public hearing in the paper. So there was that, the $100 conservation filing fee.
50 bucks?
What do you think?
50 bucks or something like that?
Yeah, I
25,
think so.
50?
Everyone okay with that?
You know,
I'm okay with it.
400's too much money for a shed. That's not
For a
right.
shed, yeah. I think-
Yeah. So I'm, by the time he's out, he'll be at 200 anyways.
Yeah.
with
Yeah,
the-
All right, yeah, I'm okay with it.
Okay,
50 bucks?
$50 is fine.
All right, you
Is
wanna-
that
Make
okay
a
with you?
motion that we
well,
reduce
that's
it
more
to
than fine with me. I appreciate that.
reduce it to $50 for
I'll
his
second.
filing fee?
Seconded? All those in favor?
All right.
Aye.
All right, motion carries.
Appreciate it.
All right, moving right along here. So we have a new application in front of us, application number 2022-1 at 30 Byfield Road, property owner Brian Burke. Indo General Laws, Chapter 40A, as amended, for the premises located at 30 Byfield Road, located in the residential R1 zoning district, variance from the Groveland zoning bylaw, Section 8.1, table of dimensional requirements to place a shed inside the minimum setback. I know you already kind of went over everything, but can you just restate it, so we're talking about it during this, this bullet?
Excuse me? I'm sorry.
I know you already kind of went over the plans for the shed, but can you just give us a high level?
Sure, yeah. So essentially, I have a very unique property, and most of it's wetlands. And I submitted the request because I would like to put a shed within 5 feet of my property line, separating my property and 24 Byfield Road. The proposed area is out of the way of both homes in a space that currently has no other structures. The shed would not impede access to either property or obstruct views. Due to the unique placement of the property lines on all sides of my property, there are not many places that would accommodate a shed. Much of my property borders wetlands, and the entire backyard consists of a septic tank and a leach field. Additionally, there is a steep slope on 2 sides of my house and the driveway in front. Following the 15-foot offset would put a shed in the middle of the yard almost anywhere on my property. These limitations have left me with very few options, and the proposed spot would be the least impactful for both properties. I've attached a map for you guys to see.
Thank you.
Imagine my property as a baseball diamond, and my house is pretty much home plate, and the wetlands are like the outfield. So behind me is my septic and my leach field and the other property lines, and then in front of the house is the wetlands. It's only, so putting a shed anywhere in front of my house is pretty much out of the, it's not possible. And then putting in the backyard would put it right on the leach field, the septic, or right in the middle of the yard. And the slopes on either side are pretty steep, so it kind of eliminates both sides. So I've found a spot that is to the left of my house, if you look on the map. That's fairly level. I don't know if Annie, did you bring those pictures?
I have it right here.
Okay, I took a picture. So that picture is me pretty much standing not in the wetlands, but right on the edge. And, so
I've been to the property as well to see it myself, and he is in quite a unique situation with the way in which his yard is set up. There's very few flat areas where a shed could go. Those flat areas that aren't where he's proposed is where his leach field and his septic tank are, which you can't put things over. And then also from conservation, they will not want to see this on the edge of the wetland, so it's kind of as far away from the wetlands as he can put it for the conservation aspect of his applications. So I do believe where it's proposed is probably the least inconvenient for his neighbors as well. And I did add in, which I'm going to read into the record, unless someone else would like to, his neighbor, who the shed is going to be directly abutting, did provide their comments, so I'll just read that into the record.
Please.
So hello, Sam and Annie. Thank you for your information you provided last week regarding Brian Burke's request for a variance to place a shed inside the minimum setback at 30 Byfield Road. Brian is CC'd here. For the record, as we will not be attending the hearing, we want to let you know that we met with Brian and fully support his request for the variance to place this shed inside the minimum setbacks bordering our property. We do not have any issue with the setback or shed specifications requested in his application, 10 feet wide, 16 feet long, and 10 feet high. Brian relayed the shed may be 11 feet high, as that is the standard, and we have no problem with that. If you require any additional information from us, please let us know. Thank you very much, Ken and Crystal Albergiri.
Albergiri.
I'm not sure how to pronounce it. From 24 Byfield Road.
Yep.
So, his direct abutters who, where the shed will be, that is their comment.
All right. Thank you. And again, as there's no one else here for public comment, I'll open up for board discussion.
What is the purpose of the setback being 15 foot?
I think it's just, just the minimum guidelines.
That's our zoning.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's a reason why that it's there.
if you don't mind.
Please.
I think it has to do with the size of your parcel.
Mm.
And seeing as I own almost 4 acres, but 3 of my acres are wetlands, so I think, my understanding is that maybe they would assume if you own 4 acres, that within that 4 acres, you'd have some place to put it. So 15 feet off any property line would be acceptable.
So you're not on top of your neighbor, kind
Right.
of.
I think
Yeah,
it-
exactly.
30
It's- yeah,
30-foot
it's really,
separation between
yeah, it's
houses,
more of an
basically.
encroachment idea
Yeah,
than
so-
anything else, yeah.
If it's based on the neighbor, and the neighbor has in writing said that it was okay, I said, I wouldn't have a problem with going forward with the variance.
Yeah. I don't have a problem. It used to be, I think, a 10 by 16 years ago. You could put it real close to the lot line. And as they've changed this over the years, I'm going back 30, 35 years or more. Because when a friend of mine was on the planning board, when they wrote the regulation, that we didn't have any rules back then, you know, not that many as we have now. And he said, John, how big's your shed? And we went out and measured it, and it was 10 by 16. He said, that's gonna be the limit. So. Well, that was back in 1980, probably.
I'm okay with it. I mean,
I'm fine with it.
he's got nowhere to put it.
Yeah, it's a very unique property.
Looks like you got a
Get
shared,
it,
looks like
try
it.
to
your
work
driveway goes through 26.
It is, I have deeded access to my, so I have to go down that. My property doesn't start until about 50 or 75 feet down the driveway. So,
Mr. Chair?
I'll make a motion,
we
we
have a motion?
accept the,
Sure.
application to put the shed in.
Second that.
All right. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. All right, motion carries.
Congratulations.
Thank you
Thank
very,
you.
thank you very much,
go.
appreciate
appreciate
it.
it.
All right, next up, meeting minutes from the last meeting, which was a really long time ago. So in front of us, we have the minutes from the meeting dated Wednesday, September 29th, 2021. Anyone have any issues with the minutes as they've been drafted?
Nope.
All right. I will make a motion to accept the minutes from the Wednesday, September 29th, 2021 meeting.
Sure. Second.
All right, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I'll abstain, I wasn't here.
All right, motion carries. All right, real quick, general discussion, and anything that needs to be brought before the board? Maybe we should have an official recruitment policy?
Yeah, that might be very important right now.
Yeah.
Do you have anything coming down the pipeline, Annie?
Nothing officially is coming down the pipeline, but there are a couple rumblings, if you will. The planning board has an A&R application in front of them for next week. That's going to have to be denied. If they want to continue with, it's a lot line adjustment. If they want to continue with it, they're going to need a variance from the zoning board. I don't know if they're going to want to do that. It's not a necessary lot line change. So there's that, which I'll obviously keep you guys in the loop with. And then someone did ask if we had a functioning planning board, because they might want to be applying for something, but it was a very preliminary, conversation, so I don't think it's anything serious
All right.
at this point, at least. But other than that, it's been pretty quiet as far as zoning goes.
We have a very functional planning board.
Very functional, but we do need to get that recruitment process going. Yeah, that's all I got.
All right.
Sounds good.
If-
We done?
Yeah, if there's nothing else? All right, I will make a motion to adjourn at 7:44 PM.
I'll second that.
All right, all those in favor?
Aye.
All right. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Appreciate you stepping in.